Oh yeah. They found out that if he go against Trump, you're gonna turn that damn apple into cider. And them stockholders was not going for that. They like, dog, y'all better do something.
Apple, they're about to start investing in the U.S. manufacturing. Drop some drip in the comments if y'all think this is happening. And do y'all think this is long term, or do you think this is just something that's temporary? Uh, Tim Cook decided he was going to save that stock, baby. He said, what we're not going to do is have my shareholders looking crazy. And
Listen.
he went and took a meeting with Trump, and that is what came out of it.
Mm-hmm. And it was like Young Thug daughter. No, Boosie's grand, what was that, granddaughter? I told you he was coming home.
Tell the world it is ready to invest billions more in U.S. jobs and manufacturing. Our business and tech reporter Scott Budman is here with the details behind this giant commitment. Hey, Scott.
Well, hey, Gia, the announcement from Apple shows how much big companies, tech and otherwise, want to please President Trump and maybe avoid big tariffs along the way. Earlier this afternoon, Apple CEO Tim Cook met with the president. Then the two of them jointly announced Apple's plan to spend $100 billion to create jobs and manufacturing facilities here in America. The plan is to use those facilities, including some owned by other Silicon Valley companies, to build components for iPhones and Apple Watches. Not the full products, but parts. Take a listen as Tim Cook moved several tech stocks higher with one sentence today.
This is for the first time ever. Every single new iPhone and every single new Apple Watch sold anywhere in the world will contain cover glass made in Kentucky. In addition to the American Manufacturing Program, we're also significantly growing our investments in AI.
All right, that AI part drove Apple's stock higher by about $6 a share in after-hours trading.
That's
another Bay Area company, Applied Materials, will also benefit from the deal. Applied also saw its shares jump tonight, Gia.
Okay, so we're talking stocks, we're talking billions of dollars, jobs. Scott, what did you make of everything that we heard?
So, yeah, that's crazy. I think it's interesting because, okay, let's rewind. Let's go back to our tariffs video if you haven't seen it. But, you know, Trump was coming out like, listen, y'all gonna get tariffs. And Apple was like, okay. And he's like, oh, y'all playing with me. Keep playing with me. And so apparently, maybe they went back to their accountants or whatever it was. They started doing the math on that. And they're like, well, maybe we can meet in the middle. I think this might be in the middle. Like, hey, if we produce some parts here, but we keep manufacturing over there, we gonna be cool. That's what that meeting sounded like to me. It sounds like not only that, but I bet you there's some other deals going on that was not to the public. I think that was a dog whistle there.
Oh yeah. They found out that if he go against Trump, you're gonna turn that damn apple into cider. And them stockholders was not going for that. They like, dog, y'all better do something. Y'all better do something. Because that stock jumped up. I saw it trickle down a little bit. They said, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. they think about the symbolism in Kentucky. They removed the kin and the key, and what he do with his tail? Tucked it and made that deal. That's the way I'm looking at it. They like Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. We got to get on board with this. Let's give them 100 billion to something because they keep talking about it in the news. Stockholders are paying attention. They like, they about their bottom line. Christmas coming up. Y'all better quit playing with me.
All right. Well, I'll talk about a couple things here why I think it's significant. I'll talk about a few things on the manufacturing side, like why the investment is important, but then I'll talk a little bit on another side. So the first part is supply chain resiliency and security. That's very important when it comes to Apple. They got caught with their pants down during the Wuhan Xing, China, stuff where it impacted a lot of supply chain that held up iPhones in the past, right? Then you got the tariff avoidance that they trying to do, and that's really the political alignment that we talking about now that they doing with Trump. Next thing I would probably say would be the job creation. We're talking about people in Kentucky about to make that glass. They could have made it in Toledo though, because Toledo known for glass. That would have been huge too. And
That
then
might be part of the deal. It might end up sprouting
maybe.
some off in Toledo too.
Yeah, but then you got investments in the cutting edge research that they're talking about, silicon engineering, AI infrastructure, next generation manufacturing. All that's amazing. But then you got the brand part, right? Customer trust. People will, yeah, made in America, I think. You know, that type of thing. But mostly made in India in a couple of years, already made in China right now, but possibly parts could be made in the US. So I mean, it's a good look for them. But we're gonna talk about the political advantages, right? Tariff avoidance is the first one. Now that Trump got you know, Apple up, I have the major company up under my belt, and I'm talking about manufacturing, taking away from overseas production for tariffs that I'm implementing that brought Apple back to the US, right? That kind of thing. So, yeah, exactly. So it's supporting that America First initiative in national security. So it directly reinforces that. It's good because it emphasizes economic and national security by reassuring production and critical tech components, if we're going to call it that, is, made on this side of the shore. Next thing is enhanced government and public relations. So that whole 600 billion in American investment program, it publicizes its role in the major US as a major US employer at this point. So, Apple, was that one loop or whatever in Silicon Valley, they had a whole lot of things going on in the past. And then we're going to talk about the influence over regulatory and trade policy. That's the main thing. By investing real heavy in this, in the domestic side of things and engaging directly with government officials, right? And you just throw everybody a bone. Apple can now participate in shaping some new tech regulations in this thing, securing future regulatory relief, ensuring favorable treatment compared to their competitors, right? So you do this before Google does, and now you the winner when it comes. Oh, I think I like iPhones now better than whatever those other ones. Samsung, who cares about Samsung? Okay, phone, probably mediocre. That whole thing.
I mean, I think it's a good move for Apple. I mean, they're salvaging what they have, where they're at. I think it's a good move for Apple. I just want to make sure we put attention to it. We're going to be following this closely as this continues to unravel and keep them accountable. Make sure they actually do that. If they don't, let's call them out about it. Timmy better do what he say he's going to do. Kentucky need them jobs.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Midwest.
Toledo need them jobs too. I don't care what nobody say. The Glass Midwest City need to make that glass for that ass.
Wow.
Step into the spotlight where the vibe don't quit. Dame and Jim got the tea, yeah, they never miss a bit. Cash is pay on the beat, make you wanna dip. Odd squad in the house, let's take another trip. We got the drip.